Right, so a lot of you have been asking about the David Brown dozer, the 40TD dozer. You've seen part one where we did the service and changed all the filters and stuff like that. And you can just tell, absolute pure dinosaur shit. Beautiful, that is the good stuff. And there's part two, which is all the hydraulic stuff, because as you remember, the hydraulics weren't in the best of shape. So we've now got that coming up, so you can have a look at that. And then later on, I will be announcing the 3 winners we've got for the Lord Muck channel stickers. So stay tuned. Where my sticker board is here. Right, I don't know why the Fud Weasel's moved, I don't know. Anyway, oh yeah, it's my new Detroit diesel sticker there. And I got, obviously on the board, I've got JP Dirt, zip ties and buyer's plies, and my own channel sticker, but more about that later on in the video. So we're Fud Weasel. Put one of them Manky Perkins stickers on there, and a Massey one.
Screw you, hippie!
Oh, I can get them covered up with some paint or dog turds, whatever.
All the oil?
All the oil.
How much oil?
All of it. It probably will be as well, because we've got to fill the rams.
Well, we've got oil on the sight glass, so that's a good thing. We are going to need more, because obviously we've got to fill all the rams up. So, when we looked at this and got it running, we did try getting the dozer blade to lift. If you can remember, the rams were rusty and pitted. We had hydraulic lines leaking, so the hoses had just sort of decayed and split.
Why don't you knock it off with them negative waves? Why don't you dig how beautiful it is out here? Why don't you say something righteous and hopeful for a change?
The hose is leaking. They all want replacing, them rams are done, but there is lift, at least the pump's working. What a peach. So, it's no good like that, you know. That's great, it runs, but you can't do anything with it because, as I said, it's got oil. It's out everywhere. So here's what we did. So had new steel pipes made up, new hoses. The rams have been completely stripped out, honed, the actual cylinders. But then all new seals, pistons, rods, ends, pins. The whole lot has been renewed. And Kim made new retaining plates for the pins and everything, so that's all good. And then in the front there, we've also had new hoses put on down to the pump. Yeah, I could have done without doing that, but at the end of the day, a dozer without working hydraulic rams is just a big paperweight.
No,
so
it's a noser.
That's a what?
It's a noser.
It's a noser, not a dozer.
It's a no-dozer.
No dozer. Yeah, so yeah, rather than having a noser, we've now got a dozer. So we've done that, we've flushed that tank on the front and the pump, put those new hoses in as well, in there, as you've seen. So yeah, there's only one thing we could really do now.
Send it.
No, we're not going to send it, we're going to start it up and we'll try it. Always want to bloody send everything. Fire up. So if you can remember back when we first saw this, it was come a fair way. Obviously we can clean all this down now and have a really good clean. But as I said, we're going to take it out and have a little play with it, I think. Might as well, gone to all this trouble. But yeah, it's come a long way since we first saw it. Right, so there we go. what we've done obviously is got it started. We then found that the hydraulic pipes leaked, steel pipes leaked, the rams were pitted and rusted, and the rods and the seals leaked. So we decided to, you know, bite the bullet and get them sorted. Tracks and running gear on this is spot on, because before it was stood up it had all running gear, idlers, top and bottom rollers, drive sprockets and links and pads. A whole lot was done. So that is one big saving grace, that the running gear is spot on. Yeah, I think we're going to put this to work and have a little play with it, have a day out, just pushing a bit of soil about and making a bit of a mess. So there we are. Like I say, these dozers and stuff, people that know dozers and crawlers, they'll know how they operate. Most people haven't seen a crawler though. They've seen maybe wheel tractors and stuff, you know, normal conventional tractors, but obviously these are a little bit different. So let's have a little look. Right, so obviously we've got this one's got to be done up and whatever, so there's gauges, misses and stuff like that. You know, they should be in here. I think you've got the, I get this right, you've got the oil pressure gauge there normally, you've got the rev counter there, and an ammeter there, I think, which we've got an ammeter, but that's a later one. There, the switches for your lights, so you can have lights on the front, and there's still an old light down here, look, plough light sort of thing. This is the main thing. These are your two steering levers, so it's very simple. Now with a cat, you pull a lever and you use a pedal as well. You have a brake pedal as well. Same as the county, in which we'll look at that in another video. With this one, all you got is down here, you've got the clutch, and you've got literally a park brake, which you can lock on. There's a lever on the back there, you just pull that bar down, it locks both the steering levers back and stops it rolling forward. But it's quite simple. You want to go left, you pull that one. You want to go right, you pull that one. That's it.
I only ride them. I don't know what makes them work.
Now down here, between your legs here, you've got your gear lever, main gear lever, which gives you 3 forward, 1 reverse, but you've also got high and low. So that doubles those up, so you'll end up with basically 6 forward, 2 reverse. And then in the middle you've got a PTO lever, so you've got obviously a power takeoff drive on the back. But I mean, this is, as I said, as we've found, it's all oil and crap on the floor, which can be cleaned out and steamed out. We've took the worst off to get to the engine and whatever and all the tracks, but now we got it moving and everything. We know what's on the button. We can get it fired up, get it out, we can get it all degreased and steamed out and whatever, before we start looking at, well, doing the whole thing up. You know, as I said, redoing all these gauges and stuff.
You have no functioning gauges.
No, not a one. However, the radio still works. Funny as that may seem, with all this mess, that the radio is the only thing that's really working good, and it's clear as a bell. Don't ask me how.
The cab, addressing anything in the cab, putting proper glass in rather than this perspex. But I suppose perspex has been better than nothing over the years to keep the wind and the rain out for the operator. So yeah, there's your starter button, and well, let's see how it goes like. Just so loyal. Right, so there's your throttle. And then this is the main thing. This is for your blade. This is the hydraulic lever for your blade. So it's just rod operated, and it's that for up, that for down, and then into float. So if you pull it back, the blade comes up, push it forward, the blade goes down, up, down. And if you push it forward just a little way, you can feel the pump. The blade then pushes down and it lifts the whole thing up. So there we are. Yeah, so that's basically it. It's very straightforward, very simple, but that's what you got in here. Anyway. Fantastic. Right, well I'm just getting on with the county crawler while I can, just to get ready to get that rad swapped over. But I have also drawn 3 names from the list of subscribers and people that comment on the channel regularly, and so they can win one of the new Lord Muck channel stickers. Now these will become widely available very shortly to the rest of you, but in the meantime the 3 that will get ahead of the game are Chris Punchard, Daniel Shah and Farmer Bill. So you've each won one of the, say, new Lord Muck channel stickers. Now if you get hold of me either on Facebook Messenger or on Instagram Messenger, that's probably the quickest way, give me your details and I'll get them sent off to you. Right, now in order to stop the fucking Fud Weasel putting more Perkins stickers on my toolbox, I've grabbed hold of a couple I saw spare and I'm going to give these away as quick as I can. But I'll also give away a couple of the old decent Detroit Diesel stickers. So yeah, in order to have a chance of winning one of those, here's what you got to do. Now I'm going to be putting up a couple of videos very soon, and you'll get a chance to see them both, but just like we did with the county and the dozer, I'm going to let you decide which one you want to see first. So the 2 videos that will be coming up, and you can choose which one you want to see, are a Will It Start or a Mystery Tractor. So it's a Will It Start or a Mystery Tractor. And to get a chance of winning one of these stickers, all you got to do is you got to be subscribed to the channel, and you got to put your answer in the old squid pit below in the old comments section. So just put Mystery Tractor or Will It Start, simple as that, and then we'll draw 4 names in the old random generator, and I'll tell you who's won on the next video. Right, so we will catch you on the next one. Do well.